All right, guys, back with another prediction video today. We're going to do UFC 297. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. I waited way too long to do this. I should be doing these like a week in advance. I thought I was being smart waiting up till the end because then we'd know the fights were going to take place for the most part. But that means there's only going to be like one day that you guys get a chance to see this. Obviously, you're not going to want to go and watch a prediction video after the fights have already happened. So from now on, I think I'm going to do them maybe on Monday or Tuesday of the week that the event is going to happen. You guys give me an idea on that. What do you think is best? A few days before, a week before, 2 weeks before? What do you think's the best? What do you think?
I think the same week because so many people are getting sick. And
do it on Monday, maybe.
Do it on Monday. Have it uploaded Monday night.
Cool deal.
That gives people 6 nights, 5 nights to respond.
Right. Another thing, guys, I just run down this list. I don't really talk about the fighters that much or anything. You know, I'm just giving you my predictions. If you guys want me to break each fighter down a little bit more and break the fight down a little bit more, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of run through these things. We might talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but for the most part, I'm just going to give my prediction in this fight or in this card. So anyway, we're going to start out at the bottom like we did last time. This is on the prelims. Malcolm Gordon and Jimmy Flick. I know Malcolm's like 2-1 favored in that fight, but I'm taking Flick. I'm gonna go with the underdog in this one. Who'd you take?
So just so everybody knows, we actually do these separately. So, and we didn't show each other this time. So I'm also doing Flick.
You taking Flick?
Yep.
He is an underdog, but I think maybe he can get the finish submission. We got Jasuda Vicious versus Cachoeira, Priscilla Cachoeira, Yasmin Jasuda Vicious. Who are you taking in that one?
Boys first this time.
I'm going to take Jasuda Vicious in this one. I think that I'm not sure who was the favorite in that one, to be honest with you, but I'm going to take Jasuda Vicious in this
She's
one.
She's actually the favorite.
Was she favorite? Who'd you
and
take?
That's who I'm taking too, not because
Jasuda
she's the favorite. But...
That's why. We all know the deal.
Okay, maybe I'll go first next.
Okay, well, you can go first on this one.
Okay,
We got Sam Patterson versus Johan Lioness.
I took Lioness.
You took Lioness? Okay, I took Patterson in this one. He was a tough winner 2022. I think he's going to come in here and win this fight. I don't know if Patterson... How many times has he fought in the UFC? I can't remember. Tough winner. I'm going to take Patterson.
Okay.
Next up, Polyana Viana and Jillian Robertson.
I'm taking Robertson.
You're going to take Robertson. I think Jillian's a big favorite, but I'm going to take the underdog, take Viana, and hope she can pull some crazy shit out. Robertson's probably going to control her against the cage and, try to beat her up. But
yeah, I'm not excited about this one. Actually, my gut says Viana, but just Robertson's experience.
Yeah. I think she's a pretty big favorite. But anyway, I'm going to take Viana.
Okay. On Sadihi?
City.
Versus
Siri Sadeh and Ramon Tavares.
I'm taking Sadeh.
She's taking Sadeh. I am taking Sadeh as well. Next up, we've got Charles Jourdain and Sean Woodson.
I'm taking Jourdain.
Taking Jourdain. I was kind of back and forth on this one. Woodson's tall, probably the tallest ever at this weight class. But Jourdain, I think, is going to be a little bit faster. He's going to be able to catch him in the pocket. And I think this fight will go to decision, but I think Jourdain will get the decision. You said you took Jourdain in that?
I took Jourdain, yeah. I haven't. None of these fighters am I familiar with, so this took a little bit of... Right.
Next up, we've got Garrett Armfield versus Brad Katona.
I decided I was going to go with Katona. He sounds really scrappy.
Yeah, Katona. I took Katona as well. Next up, we've got Arnold Allen versus Movsar Evloev.
I took Evloev.
Evloev's the favorite in this fight, I think, and I'm pretty sure everybody's picking him. But I am going to take Arnold Allen to pull off some crazy shit. Man, that boy is tough. He's only lost to Holloway in a long time. I mean, he's been beating the shit out of people. Look at the Dan Hardy, not Dan Hardy, shit, Dan Hooker, the Dan Hooker fight. That was crazy. Of course, Hooker shouldn't be fighting at 45. Good God, that's probably killing him to make that weight.
You know, on that one I was torn. I wrote torn, but
So you're gonna take Evil?
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick. I mean, he's undefeated, right?
yeah, I didn't know that when. Well, he is undefeated, but I didn't know what the odds were when I was picking any of these.
All right. Next up, we've got Chris Curtis and Marc-Andre Barriault.
Curtis.
I'm gonna take Curtis as well. You guys, let me know who you took in that fight. I'm interested in that one. Next up, we got Mike Malott and Neil Magny.
Okay, I had no idea what the odds were, and honestly, I
Sure,
was thinking
Malott's
this
the
was
favorite.
gonna go to. He is now that we looked it up after the fact. I thought this was gonna go to decision, but I did choose Malott.
You took Malott. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pick Neil Magny just because, you know, that last fight he had, he got beat up. He kind of got manhandled in that fight. And I'm thinking he's going to want to make a comeback and have a big turnaround, and I think he's going to do well in this fight. So I'm going to take Neil Magny.
Okay.
Don't bet on that, guys.
On the women's bantamweight, my gut says Bueno Silva, and
Yeah.
so I'm going with my gut on that. I didn't know which underdog
Raquel
or not.
Pennington and Myra Bueno Silva. I took Bueno Silva as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Pennington
so,
has looked a lot better in her last like 2 fights. I think she was sick or something there for a while up until these last couple of fights, and she has looked better. But I still think Bueno Silva has been looking really good, and I think she'll get this one.
and now
The main event of the evening. I'm taking Strickland. I can't not take Strickland. I got to take Strickland regardless of how I feel.
and my feelings are Plessis, so that's who I
She's
went
taking
for.
Plessis. It's going to be a good card. It's going to be really good
Yeah,
fights.
it is.
I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully we can get home and get this up tonight before the fights are over. I mean, but I will start getting these out a lot sooner, guys. Maybe do it the Monday night before the event's going to happen. But give me an idea on that, and we'll see.
I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on who you're leaning toward before the fights start.
Yeah. Leave us your predictions in the comments if you want for all the fights. That would be perfectly fine with me.
Cool.
Anyway, shout out to all the MMA Maniacs. Shout out to everybody that's watching this right now. We love you. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
Ta.
Toodaloo.